dark matter. Have you been reading Harry Potter to the students?
No, of course not.
I only ask because parents have made a few complaints about their children coming home with stories about dragons, unicorns, giants, witches, and wizards.
I am a brother to dragons, and a companion to owls. The young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. And he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. The beasts of the field shall honor me, the dragons and the owls. There were giants in those days, and also there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants. That also accounted a land of giants. Giants dwelt therein. Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. Lebanon and Sirion like a young unicorn. And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. After wizards to go a whoring after them. A man or a woman that is a wizard shall surely be put to death, or a wizard or a necromancer.
From now on, just stick to the Bible reading, please.
But I only read from the Bible.
Okay, just stay away from the stories about dragons, unicorns, giants, witches, and wizards. Got it?
Got it. And that's the story of how Lot fucked his daughters.
Yay!
It's okay to cut off your penis if it helps to keep you from sinning. Altogether, it's okay to cut off your penis. Class, where do we keep the scissors? In the scissor drawer. God killed Judah's son, so Judah told his other son to fuck his dead brother's wife so that she could bear children. Onan didn't want to knock the broad up, so whenever they fucked, he pulled out. God didn't like that, so he killed Onan. Then she disguised herself as a prostitute and tricked her father-in-law, Judah, into fucking her, finally knocking her up. And their incest baby became an ancestor of Jesus. After she was accused of prostitution, Judah was going to have her burned alive until they found out that he was the baby daddy.
Teacher, what's pulling out mean?
Good question. If you'd like to see some fine examples of pulling out, let's check a few sites I found on the internet. All together now.
Don't fuck a chick if she's on the rag.
A woman is unclean for 33 days after giving birth to a boy, and unclean for 66 days after giving birth to a girl. Everyone say it together. Girls have cooties. God got pissed at David, so God had David's concubines raped by his own son while everyone else watched. To punish his concubines for being raped by his son under the command of God, David puts the women under house arrest for the rest of their lives. So girls, remember, when God commands you to be raped, it's only fair that you're imprisoned forever as well, right?
Yes, teacher.
Class, how did she become queen?
She won the sex contest.
Very good, that's right. She won the sex contest. All the town's virgins were rounded up and forced to have sex with the king. The one who pleasured him the best got to be queen. David paid for his wife with how many foreskins? 200 foreskins. Very good. There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys, and whose emission was like that of horses. All together now.
Big cocks and lots of cum.
If you get married and you don't like your wife, you can accuse her of not being a virgin. If her father can't prove she's a virgin by presenting bloody sheets, then she deserves to die. Jacob told Rachel's father to go fetch Rachel so that he could fuck her. Rachel's father fetched his other daughter Leah instead. Jacob accidentally fucked Leah, and then he yelled at her father for deceiving him. In return, the father gave him Rachel too, 2 broads for the price of 1. And he fucked her more than he fucked Leah. Jacob knocked Leah up 4 times, though, before she stopped having children. Rachel became jealous because she was barren. So she gave her servant to Jacob to fucking have kids for her, which Jacob gladly did. Rachel was glad that God let her win the baby war against her sister. But then Leah got back at Rachel by giving Jacob her servant to fuck, which he gladly did, and he had a couple kids with her too. Later, Rachel and Leah have a fight over some mandrakes, so Rachel whored out Jacob for the night in exchange for Leah's mandrakes, which Jacob gladly did. God gave Leah 3 more brats, surely crowning her as the baby war champion. But God felt sorry for Rachel, the sore loser, so he allowed her to get pregnant, thus giving her a final pity brat. God was going to kill Moses' son, but Moses' wife saved him by chopping off the baby's foreskin with a stone and tossing it at Moses' feet. Everyone all together, if you have foreskin,
God wants you to die.
Having in her hand a golden cup full of abominations and the filthiness of her fornication. Who knows where to find a woman with a cup filled with the filthiness of her fornication?
On the internet!
Yay, the internet!